Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from wherever you are watching from. How are you guys doing today? If you're online and you can hear me loud and clear, please let me know. You can just use your chat box and let me know. You all are welcome to today's live training. If you're online and you can hear me loud and clear, just let me know. Tell me where are you currently watching from? Where are you currently watching from? Where are you watching from? Okay, good morning, team. I'm watching from Nigeria. Good morning from Nigeria. You're welcome to the training section today. You're welcome. We have 5 more people online. Where are you watching from? Can you let me know? And please let me know if I am very audible. All right, just talk to me from your end. Am I audible? Can you hear me loud and clear? And let me know, is it echoing? Just like yesterday, it was echoing during the session, but I try my best to make sure it doesn't echo today. So just let me know from your end. Is my voice loud and clear? Okay, loud and clear. All right. Okay. So without further ado, let's get started, guys. A big thank you to those of you who just joined live, and you're all welcome to today's training session. Like I told you guys, I'll be going live more often with you guys. So for those of you who indeed have been looking forward to having a mentor who's gonna be teaching you live and direct, and you have the opportunity to ask questions, all right, so you have that opportunity, guys. Always use the chat box, ask questions. When I see your questions, I'll be able to respond to it, teach you what you probably didn't understand well or don't understand well. All right, that's why this live is gonna have to be relevant to you guys. All right, So let's do a little recap on what we talked about yesterday. So yesterday we had a training session based on Crash 300. Crash 300. And it was indeed an awesome one yesterday. It was a strong bearish move as anticipated yesterday. I don't know if there are people who were online yesterday who are here currently. You will get to observe what we did yesterday, and you will get to see the progress today, and you will indeed understand that the market indeed acted as we anticipated and as we discussed. All right. Most times people ask me, Tim, how do you really know that the market will do this or do that? How do you predict it? It's just a simple thing, yeah? And those are the things that we all are going to be doing together live here, and we will be learning together, all right? So with time, I believe, guys, with time, if you continue to follow me step by step, with time, you all are going to learn how this market works, how it moves, and every single thing. Yeah, all I need you guys to do is nothing else but just make sure that you always pay attention, understand what I'm teaching, get to ask questions when you don't understand. All right, don't feel shy about anything. Whatever you don't understand, even if it's the basic, ask me. Okay, and indeed I will be very happy to help you out on that. Okay, so I told you guys yesterday about Crash 300. I told you guys that indeed I was expecting a great fall on it, and I told you, if you didn't watch that live training yesterday, I would advise you watch it so you get to understand most of the things I'll be talking about today. Yeah, I gave you guys the reason why I believe that it was going to fall as deep as this. And I told you it was because of this massive move I saw here. All right. And some people would also say, hey, don't you think it's because of this double top? It's not even, I didn't even observe the double top yesterday. I actually didn't observe the double top yesterday. My observation was based on the move that I saw here. So these are the things that you guys need to always take cognizant of in the markets. All right, you guys need to take cognizant of things like this in the markets. So it's not just about chart pattern, it's not just about candlesticks. All right, there are many other factors that makes the market move bullishly or bearishly. There are many other factors, many factors. There are many factors, guys. All right, so on of which this is part of it also. So if we go to the, let me get a picture of yesterday. Okay, so as of yesterday, this was the 15-minute time frame. Okay, this was the 15-minute time frame. So as of yesterday, we were having a strong range here. Okay, the range was indeed a strong one yesterday, and we all saw it. And I gave you guys that prediction that I was believing these guys are gonna fall deep, and I gave you the reason why I believed that they were gonna fall deep. And I told you it's not just a matter of a chart pattern, it's a matter of liquidity and the amount of money that the market drops in the charts. All right, the amount of money that is dropped on the ground when the market moves. I told you these are the factors that makes the market move. All right, so that was why I told you guys that my expectation was that price was gonna at least give a retouch and fall deep, because I was I saw the potentials, money being dropped on all these ends, all right, and even deeper. So with time, we kept on observing, and indeed, price obeyed as we predicted, and not just to that level, it even broke through and fell even deeper as we all anticipated yesterday. So if we head to that 15-minute time frame to draw out that range, the range we saw, let's see if we can get that range. So this was where the range occurred yesterday. This was that range we saw yesterday, guys. All right, this was the range. Okay. So this was the range, and indeed we all can see how the market played nice and clean. It indeed obeyed as we anticipated and fell all through. It broke down strongly and fell. Now, if you guys follow what I taught to you yesterday, for those of you who were live yesterday, and for those who probably rewatched after the live was done, all right, if you're online and you can hear me loud and clear, please use the emojis. Just hit some loves on the emojis, and so I can know that you guys are actually online and you are awake, because I know some people are actually just waking up. For Nigerians and some other countries are probably in their afternoons. I'm currently in Canada, so it's early morning here. This is still 1 a.m. here. So guys, I told you guys the reason why this was gonna fall. So now today, let us look at what we should expect more in the market today. Crash 300. All right. So I know for some of you, you might be looking forward to catching even more spikes. You might be wondering, hey Tim, do you think it's still gonna fall more? Let's analyze the market, and then we will know if it's gonna fall more or not. Yeah, are you guys ready? Hit the love emojis if you are online and if you can hear me loud and clear. All right, so let's get in straight into the analysis. Just mark every single thing and delete. Okay, so let's go straight to the 4-hour time frame. We place our supports and our resistance. All right. Then we can have things like this here. All right. If you have questions during the course of the teaching, okay, make sure to use the chat box. All right, that's why it's a live session, so you get to ask questions. So it's not like it's an uploaded video where you just have to be like, oh man, who do I ask? This is live right now, so you got to use the chat and ask questions to get answers live and direct. Okay, all right. So after bringing out your support and resistance, what did I teach you guys yesterday? I told you the next thing you want to do is observe the market move. Who is in power? Where is the market heading to? All right. So with this, we can see it's an uptrend. Price is gradually going up in a faint manner. All right. It's actually fainting. What do I mean by faint manner? I don't know. For those of you who have once taught the clock strategy, with a clock strategy you get to observe if the bulls are strongly in power or not. All right, so you get to understand that not every market going bullish is actually a full bullish market. There are times when the market could be bullish, you would see your trend line to the upside, yeah, but you get to see that that day market will be on a great fall. So you've got to know that irrespective of the fact that you have uptrend, all right, irrespective of the fact that the market is going uptrend, it does not mean that it does not still qualify that you should buy for that day. All right, because a lot of traders usually say, hey, for you to know if you're gonna have to buy for today, just check if the trend line is to the upside, then just look for buying opportunities that day. And some traders will say, hey, just check it out. If your trend line is downtrend, just know you're gonna sell all through that day. Nah. With time, I got to understand this. All right, I used to think it's true also. All right, but with time, I began to realize that no, that's not the rule. If you follow that rule, traders, you're gonna lose money in the market, because I've tried it and I've lost a lot of money in the market back then. You don't want to do that, because now if you say, oh, it's an uptrend, so which means all through today I should be looking for buying opportunities, then what would have happened if you had placed buy here? Look at the great fall. What would have happened if you have placed a buy here? Look at the great fall. What would have happened if you had placed a buy on this support level? Look at the range and the great fall. All right, what would have happened if you had decided, okay, this is a time to buy, and you place a buy here? Look here, you see the great fall. Now it's on the trend line again. Yeah, so you don't want to judge your buying or your selling based on the fact that you saw that your trend line is going to the upside. No, but I will tell you the secret here. All right, I'll tell you the secret here. If you want to know the secret, just comment, I want to know the secret. And if you don't comment, I will just observe that maybe, okay, you guys don't need the secret. Do you want to know the secret of how to know if you should be buying for the day or if you should be selling for the day? Do you want to know the secret? If you want to know the secret, use the comment section. Leave it on the comments. So while I wait for your comments, I will continue my analysis. So right now, the next thing you want to do after placing your supports and your resistances, the next thing you want to do is go to a lower time frame than the 4-hour time frame, where we plotted out the supports and the resistances. Okay, so we'll go straight to 1 hour. So from the 1 hour time frame, what do we see? What can we see here? What can we see here? And what can we take home from here? From the 1 hour time frame, we can see that price came forth from a fresh fall, strong bearish fall. Even the bulls could not see their shadows. The bears, we are dealing with the bulls massively on the side. For those who must have taken a trade yesterday, indeed, I tell you guys that there was a massive money making from those who decided to catch spikes on crash 300. Hi Gladys, you're welcome to the session. I want to know the secret. All right, I will let you know. Don't worry, I will indeed let you guys know. Just stay calm. Let's finish up with the analysis. All right, so now that we can observe from the 1 hour time frame that price had given a great fall, we have the next thing to observe is, now I always tell my students, you have to observe 3 things. All right, number 1, where is the market coming from? Number 2, where is it going to? Sorry, number one, where is the market coming from? Number two, where is it at the moment? And number three, where is it going to? These three factors, all right, they are very important. Anytime you're making your analysis, ask yourself these questions. Very important questions. Ask yourself. Number one, where is it coming from? Number two, where is it at the moment? And number three, where is it going to? The reason why you want to ask yourself these questions when making your analysis is because if you're able to answer the three of them, if you're able to answer the first two of them, the third one will be easy for you. And if you're able to answer the third one, then your trade for the day will be easy. Now we must understand that forex plays with our emotions, right? That's why we talk about forex psychology. Now the reason why forex can psychologically play games with you is if you don't have a vision. All right, so you've got to have a vision. Now what's the vision? Your vision is your ability to know where is the market going to. If you don't know where the market is going to, you place trades blindly, and because you place trades blindly, your emotions will end up being toyed with. All right, because by the time you place a trade, you'll be like, should I exit? Should I wait? Should I hold? You know, and if the market goes in red on you, all right, you begin to shake. Your mind is never at peace until it turns blue. Why is that? Because you're not even sure where it's going to. But if you are sure where it's going to, you will place your trade and you will be confident about it. Even if at the initial you see your trades on red, you will still be confident. Why? Because you have a vision. Now, I'm not saying that all the time it works, but most of the times it works. And it's not just about working, it's also about helping you train your psychology during trading, helping you train how you react during trading. Okay, so it's very important to answer those three questions. One, where is it going to? One, where is price going to? So I think I will get my text and I'll put it here. 3 rules, or let me say 3 questions to ask yourself when making analysis. 1, where is the price coming from? That's number 1. Where is the price coming from? All right. Number 2, where is price at the moment? Now, these 2 questions is what's going to determine the third question. All right. These 2 questions is what is going to determine the third question. All right. So before we can answer the third question, let us see, number 1, where is the price coming from? For you to know where price is coming from, all right, we're going to have to head back to a higher time frame, 4-hour time frame. Now, when you head to the 4-hour time frame, this is what you want to do. You want to shrink it a little bit and zoom out. Okay, good. Now, with what I can see here right now, okay, I can see that it was an uptrend, or it is actually an uptrend. All right, but look where price is coming from. All right, now is there anything significant of this zone where it's coming from? these are the things you have got to ask yourself. Is there anything significant about this zone where price is currently coming from? So let's see if there's anything significant about it in the past. Now, there's actually nothing so significant about that zone, because if we see here, this is 27th of November 2023. That's quite a long time to make judgments on the current price. So nothing was significant about here. Now, for nothing to be significant about here, and then suddenly you saw price here, that's gonna tell us that, man, anytime price comes back here in the future, it's also gonna be a massive fall, because that's gonna give us a very a double top, all right, on a zone where price have not touched in a long time. And that's also the reason why we have this strong fall, because this zone is a fresh zone, all right. But if you trace this thing back, you probably observe that maybe price must have touched here sometime in the past, in a very long time. And I told you guys yesterday that the way the market moves is, whenever price is moving, it drops money as it's moving. For instance, if you're trading the currency pair, you're trading USD against pounds, you need to understand that as the bulls, let's say for instance, if the bulls are the ones with pounds and the bears are the ones with US dollars, if pounds is going higher, what actually is happening in the market is the buyers, who are the bulls, all right, they are actually picking dollars and dropping their pounds. That is to say, they are selling their pounds to buy dollars, and that's why the market is bullish. In other round, for the bears, if they are going bearish, it means they are selling their dollars and buying the pounds that the bulls are dropping on the ground. Now, what the whole scenario is, you need to understand that even if the bulls are moving or the bears are moving, whatever they are doing in the market, they are dropping money. It's either they are dropping their currency to pick up the other, or they are picking up the other to drop their currency. Whichever way, but money is dropping on the chart. That's the reason why if you place a trade here, all right, and price goes little, your money is either going or coming. You place a trade here and price just goes a little upward, your price is your money is either increasing or decreasing. So every single place on this chart, everywhere on this chart where this market moves, there is money either being dropped or being picked up. All right. So why did I explain this to you right now? I'm trying to let you know that for you to see price at this zone right now, all right, if you go straight, maybe like 24-hour time frame, all right, and go back, you will indeed one day see the price probably came from somewhere here in the past, but because the data is so much, that's why it's not loading fast. All right, but what I'm trying to let you know is that money has been dropped on this zone a very long time ago. Okay, so that's why as the bulls, we are picking money and dropping money and picking money and dropping money, gradually going up. All this while, the moment they got here, the bears saw it as a very good potential to fall massively. Now, another thing you would need to understand that makes the market move massively or not massively is the money that are being dropped on the chart of each prices are not the same. I want you to understand something. The money that is being dropped here right now might not be the money that the bulls dropped here might not be the same with the money they dropped here. It might not be the same with the amount of money they dropped on this candlestick. It might not be the same with the amount they dropped here. Understand something. They could drop, let's say, $20 here. All right, and here they invested just $10. To move this guy strongly, they decided to drop $100, and $100 pushed massively, created this range and everything. All right, it depends on specific hours. The people moving this chart are the big brokers, the banks. So it depends on how much they dropped to buy. It's just like, for instance, let's say now it's getting Christmas season. All right, in this Christmas season you will be seeing things like Black Friday, right? So during the Black Friday, what happens in Black Friday? You will get to see goods and products drop so massively in price for people to come and rush. So what do people do when they see Black Friday offers? Immediately they invest money to buy. So let's say, for instance, you saw a Samsung TV that was worth 400,000, and Black Friday came, they told you it's worth 200,000. What would you do? You're gonna drop every other thing you have at hand for the meantime. Take the 200,000 you have, even if it's your last card, you use it to do what? To grab that 400k Samsung TV. I'm giving you a scenario because I want to teach you something so you have understanding of how the market moves. Okay, these are the basic things everyone actually needs to learn and understand about the charts. So when you have this understanding, you know when you want to place a trade, you will know where is the potential place to place trades. So even if the market is bullish for the day and you feel like today is a buying day, you don't just buy anywhere. There are specific places you will always want to look out for to buy from. All right, so have an understanding of what I'm talking about. So you see a Black Friday offer, something that was worth 400,000, or let's use iPhone 16 Pro Max right now. All right, which is currently 2 point something million, all right, or whatever, how much it is. And then they tell you, hey, Black Friday, iPhone 16 Pro Max, you're gonna come get it for 500k. Now what are you gonna do? Because you know that if I can buy it on this Black Friday, I can decide by January or February I resell it, and I'm gonna sell it properly well, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your 500k that you have, even if it's your last card, you take it and buy that iPhone and then keep it. At least you've achieved it, right? But what happened there? You invested a certain amount of money. That money was huge to you though. All right, it's just like it's a stress money. You just had to take it and buy that thing at that time because it was a Black Friday. Then you bought it in order to keep it. That's what happens here, guys. When you see the price moving here, maybe the bulls just decided, oh, let's just invest $50 on this candlestick. So this is the 8-hour chart, right? So let's say, for instance, they said in the next 8 hours, let's invest this amount. Or in the next 8 hours times maybe 5, all right? That should be like 40, right? 40 hours. So in the next 40 hours, let's invest $100 between here to here. All right, so they decided to invest $100 between here to here, and $100 was moving this price upward gradually, and the range. Now the reason for the range is maybe the $100 was about to finish, and then the bears showed up with a little offer, telling them, oh, can you buy iPhone 15 Pro Max for just 200k? And they decided, oh, why not? Let's invest $200. They invested on that $200 and it moved price all the way. That $200, now for $100 to move price from here to here, all right? And an offer came here, you should know how much $200 is going to move. It's going to move all the way from here to probably here. Okay? So between here to here, the bulls have just dropped $300. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, guy. Ellie, you're welcome. You're watching from Tanzania. You're welcome. All right. So have an understanding of what I'm teaching you right now. Okay. Between here to here, the bulls have just dropped $300 on the charts. And now what happened here? You see what the bears did? They just gave them a little offer. The bulls bought, invested that amount. Okay, now at this zone, the bears decided to show up. The bulls have dropped money, and at this time right now, the bulls don't have money again in their accounts. Okay, so even if the bears drop more offers for them, they just can't buy again. All right, the reason why you're still seeing the bulls still showing up gradually is maybe they are borrowing money from other banks or other institutions. They are borrowing money to see if they can buy more offers. Maybe during this era they spent $50 on this. During this era they spent $70, but they don't have enough. When you buy and buy and buy, what do you have to do next? You have to sell, because that's the only way you have to make profit and have to be able to buy again, right? Good. So at this time the bulls are weak. They don't have enough money to invest again, but they have invested so much here. So what the bears are going to do is they will have to start, the bears are going to have to start investing and selling off in order to grab off all the money that have been dropped here by the bulls. Now take note, I'm using just $300 from here to here, but this is not what the higher institutions are using. It's not $300. It's a huge amount of money. That's why millions of retail traders like you and I all over the world, if we bought along with them, we will also be making money. All right, so it's a huge amount of money, but I'm just using the little money to give you an example of why the chart moves the way it moves. So when you see this kind of huge candles, when you see the bulls moving with huge candles consecutively, where there's no sell, there's no bear, or maybe the bears you see here just one bear, and then you see consecutive green, bulls. There's every tendency that after that strong move there will be a fall. Okay, there's every tendency that after that strong move there will be a fall. That's why you can see after this strong move there was a fall. The bulls still try to show up a little bit, because the same way that the bulls drop money while going up, that's the same way the bears drop their dollars while coming down. So the bulls see it as an opportunity to grab the money and reinvest. So now this is also what makes sometimes you see price go bullish, bearish, down, bullish. You see a small bearish, you see strong bullish. The reason why this kind of things happen, and when it happens, it has created an inverse head and shoulder chart pattern. The reason why this happens is the bulls invested here, the bears invested, all right, and took off all the money of the bulls. See where the bulls began the journey, but the bears invested, took off all the money. They used even their profits to invest more and took off even more and went deeper. So at this time that the bears did this, the bulls took it as an opportunity to grab a lot of money that the bears have invested here to push even strongly back to the upside. So if you see the bears shooting down strongly and you see the bulls just little or nothing, it doesn't look, it's not like the bulls are weak. No, they are also using wisdom. Is strategy. That's why forex is all about strategy. There's so many strategies to trade the market. It's also a strategy when you see the bulls shooting up like this and you see the bears just shoot up with one candle and they don't show up again for a while, and this is 8 hours. Can you see this 8 hours candlestick? So that means for this 8 hours plus 8 hours plus 8 hours plus 8 hours, the bears didn't show up. Even if they showed up, it's just little. That's why if you want to see the little move of the bears, you have to go to lower time frame. All right, but judging based on 8 hours time frame, it was just the bulls. That does not mean the bears don't have money to invest. They are only using wisdom. They are allowing the bulls to release enough money as possible, so that when they will come with full force. So as a boom and crash trader who wants to catch spikes in the crash markets, which means you want to sell, the opportunity you should be looking for are opportunities where you see the bulls invest so much money and the bears didn't show up at all, or they just showed up little. Just understand that, there's this thing with they always say, when you want to trade the market, have the thinking of the higher institutions. All right, what did I say? Have the thinking. Just think like the higher institution. Don't think like a retail trader. Think like you are part of the people moving this chart. Because when you think like them, you trade like them, you're going to make money like them. That's just the thing. If you can hear me loud and clear, use the chat box and let me know, team, I can hear you loud and clear. Think like the smart money traders. That's it. That's the secret of how to really make money here. Now, how do they think? The bears refuse to show up. They just showed up once, and so like they just showed up this late to make the bulls not to feel like, hey, because sometimes if the bears don't show up, the bulls might be suspecting what are they planning, what's their strategy. So they just decided to show up so as to make the bulls not to suspect. All right, but they had a plan. What was their plan? This is their plan. You can see the strong move they use, them moving down here. They allowed the bulls again. See the strong candlesticks. They allowed the bulls again. Then there was a strong toggle of war here. Only for the next thing we saw was a massive fall. The bulls showed up. The bears massive fall. All right. The bulls began to show up again. You will see the candlesticks there to know that it was also a struggle. It was a struggle. But they were allowing the bulls to show off their strength, only for us to have this massive fall again. And I tell you, if these guys break this trend line, they're going to fall even deeper to this level. I hope you guys are understanding. What I'm teaching you here now is so that you can start learning how to think like these smart money traders. Hey, Mr. David, good evening. Good morning from your end. Good morning. I'm doing great. Good. All right. So you guys need to start learning how to think like them. When you think like them, you trade like them. All right. So back to where I was coming from. I was talking about the reason why these guys fell massively here after the fact that in a very long time there hasn't been trade here. So if we trace this guy back, if the chart will indeed allow me, all right, we could likely see that some time ago price came somewhere here. So there's a lot of money on this whole area. You see all this area, there has been a lot of money invested in the past, of which, because the bears have not been, because the bulls have not been sufficient enough to push price to that upside in how many years. But now they finally moved, and the bears saw it as a very good opportunity to fall deep. All right. There's this thing I used to tell traders. I tell traders that as a trader, you are more smarter than crypto traders, because you can predict crypto for them. If you can understand the way the market moves, you predict crypto. You'll be able to have an idea of when Ethereum will fall or when BTC can fall. All right. So now, number one question we asked is, where is price coming from? And we can see that price is coming from a point of a very good point of interest, a zone where price have not touched in a very long time. So that was why there was a massive fall. So now that I can see that this guy is coming from a very strong zone where it fell from, the next question is, where is price at the moment? All right, where is price at the moment? Remember, I told you guys that for price to fall like this, if it mistakenly goes back up, it's gonna fall again, and the next fall will be very deep. If this price is not able to break out of this trend line right now, if the bulls eventually push these guys up, if the bulls invest money here, they are investing to their risk. All right, if the bulls invest money here, is to their risk, because the bears are going to use it as a very good opportunity to break this, guys. They're going to break this trend line, because it's going to be a double top. All right, it's going to be a double top, strong fall. And already we can see the weakness that was there already. We can see the weakness of the bulls when they were on this zone. Let me see if I can delete this guy. We can see the weakness of the bulls when they were on this zone. You can see the struggle on this candlestick that created a doji candlestick. All right, you can see the struggle. You can see the struggle to tell you how weak the bulls were. In fact, maybe it's their last card, their last money. That's what they used to do what? To invest to this zone. So that was why they were very weak, and the bears used the opportunity to push deep down. So if the bears end up not breaking this guy and go back up, that simply is going to tell you that the money the bulls must have picked up from this move the bears made, they decided to invest it again. And that's not wisdom, though, because I haven't recovered from the loss that I all the money I've invested here, and this strong fall, I haven't recovered so much from it, and I start investing again to push price upward to this level, to a level where I know is a danger zone. That's not wise. You understand? But the bulls might likely want to do that. It doesn't mean they're not wise. It might be that maybe there's something else they were targeting. You know, it's just like chess. How many of you play chess? Use the comment section. Let me know. Do you play chess? You know, when you play chess, there are sometimes you have to release the queen. There's sometimes you have to release the king, and they eat up the king. But there's a trap you're trying to set. Okay, so this is one of the things that makes the bulls make some certain move, and of which if you're predicting it from your chart, you'll be like, were the bulls really wise to make this move? They could be seeing something, and they decide, okay, let's invest this amount, and let's see how much the bears are going to invest to grab this. Just like, for instance, iPhone decide, let's give iPhone 16 Pro Max instead of $2,000. Let's give iPhone 16 Pro Max for $1,000. They have a strategy. Their strategy is they want more people to buy 16 Pro Max. And you'll be like, man, iPhone 6, Apple, they are losing money. They gave us this for $1,000 instead of $2,000. Wow, you're happy you bought it at that amount, good. But the strategy to which they sold it to you in that amount is they want more people to use the Apple phone. And of course, of which, if you buy the Apple phone, you will be spending money on your phone. All right, so you have to understand all these are also the strategies of this business people. So when you see the bulls buying on a certain level, don't think they are not wise. They have what they are certain. They have their strategies. Okay, so based on what I've been talking about right now, all right, we need to understand, guys, that if the bulls end up pushing price back up to this level, anybody that catches price here with his or her strategy should milk the market on a massive sell. But it's gonna take a long time to get there, so we don't want to talk about there for now. This is where we are. So our question is, where is price at the moment? So let's see where price is at the moment. For us to understand what price is doing here, we have to head over to, let's see if we can get something out of 1 hour time frame. If you're learning something out of this, please use the chat box and let me know that you are learning something. Use the chat box, and then indeed I would like to know what are you learning. All right, just give me a clue of what you're learning. And if you have question, what you didn't understand well, use the chat box. That's the reason why we are live here. Okay, you get to you have the opportunity to ask me your questions. So on the 1 hour time frame, we can see where price is currently. Okay, so this is the trend line we had on 4 hour time frame. Let's see, what do we have here? So we can see the price is currently resting on the trend line. Okay, you can see the price is currently resting on the trend line, and it's creating some kind of a little range around there. It just takes some sparks to break out of it. That's just all is needed, some sparks to break out of it. So it's not the best time to sell because it's still on top of the trend line. And if you remember, what our next question I told you guys is, where is price going to? These are the things that you must take note of. All right, where is price going to? Number 3. Where is price coming from? Where is price at the moment? Where is price going to? Now, in the midst of all these questions, some questions will arise. All right, of which I wouldn't have the time to talk much about them today. All right, in the midst of this number 1 question, where is price at the moment, some questions will still arise, such as, okay, you've seen where price is at the moment, what is it doing there? Sorry, this is where is price coming from. So you saw where price is coming from. You need to ask, what happened there in the past? How did the market move when it got here? What kind of what are the reactions, the candlesticks you saw there? Those are the questions that will arise under this guy, number 1. When you get to number 2, where is price at the moment, you have to ask yourself some other questions like, okay, what's it doing currently? How is it going to move? Is there any potential that is going to go up or down? All those are still questions that are meant to arise for number 2. Number 3, where is price going to? That is another question to ask. And in between this number 3 question, more questions are going to arise. In fact, this is where the main questions, your confluences and all the rest, they are meant to arise on this guy, because this is what's going to determine whether you're buying or you have to sell. All right, so with time we're going to cover more of these rules and have better understanding of it. All right, so but for now, where is price going to? So we can see price is on the trend line. Let's now head to, let's see. So for now, like I told you guys, it's not going to be advisable to sell yet until we have a breakout from here. So if we can have a breakout, and probably a retest, then there's going to be a fall. Now, another thing that you guys need to observe is that sometimes after making your analysis, you expect your breakout and retest, and then the next thing you see is you just see the boom, boom, boom straight. All right, now you've got to understand that if you don't see the retest you're looking for on the time frame you are, like for me, for instance, I do take my entries from 15-minute time frame. All right, so if you don't see your retest on 15-minute time frame and you saw that move, you want to check out the much lower time frames to see if there's any potential of retest, because retest is actually very important. Okay, it's very important that you always have retest, but there are times when price moves massively, and all those things are also dependent on what the bulls saw or what the bears saw, or how much they picked up, or how much they invested that pumped money with huge liquidity. All right, those are actually the things. But it is always very important to have a retest before placing your trades. So what I do sometimes is sometimes what I do in order to play my tricks on the markets, what I usually do is, if I'm expecting price to break out of this level right now, okay, if I'm expecting price to break out of this level and probably give me a retest, and I don't see that retest that I'm looking for, but instead I saw a breakout with a candle with a spike, strong one, what I would do is I would wait for another candlestick. All right, I will allow that candlestick to drop to complete. If in the midst of the 15 minutes it doesn't complete and you saw another boom, another spike, okay, just allow it to come back a little bit up, place your trade. If it ends up spiking again in favor of you, lock your trade right there. I'm just giving you a tip. All right, now if you lock your trade right here, if price ends up deciding, okay, now I want to go and retest, it's gonna kick you off the market from here, good, but it kicked you out in little or no profits or break even. All right, but now it's beginning to go back to give you the retest you're looking for. Once it gets here, check out all your confirmations and place your sell massively. But if it doesn't end up coming back, if it doesn't end up coming back to your entry, you've locked your profits, your little or no profits, good, but the thing is you've taken that trade. So if you ended up continuing, then you are actually together with it move. All right, so that's a little trick on how to take trades with those kind of spikes that comes in a way whereby it doesn't go back to give you the retest you're looking for. But oftentimes it is always advisable to wait for retests. It's always advisable. Now, for instance, if we observe yesterday's analysis, okay, this was where it started from. Yesterday's analysis, when I predicted it, for those of us who were live here yesterday, I gave us that prediction when I saw the range that were happening around here. Where was that again? I think no, I think it was somewhere, it was here. When I saw that range around here, where was that range? Let me see. It was between 7,300 to 673. Between 7,300. Okay, that was here. That was here. That was here. All right, so this was the analysis we had yesterday. The range was here yesterday, and I told you guys that we're expecting a spike and some spikes and breakouts and probably a retest. All right, so observing from the 15-minute time frame, you would get to observe something that the spike broke out, there was no retest, and it continued full force. Now when it tried to give a retest, the bulls were not even strong enough to push this price back up, because the force at which the bears were moving after they have accumulated a lot of money from the bulls, they didn't even give the bulls a chance to move up a little bit. All right, but the thing is, traders or retail traders, the wisdom you have to use here is, if price does not give you your retest on this breakout, there's another potential place to check out your breakout or your retest, I mean to say. All right, observe this little retest that happened here. If you place your line here, you will see something. Look here. All right, so that means that when the bears broke out of here, they weren't even observing here as a place for a potential retest. Or the bulls weren't even observing here as a potential retest, because they don't even have enough money to push back to this upside, but they just need to show up for a while, so decided, okay, you know what, let's stop, let's just invest to this level at 6,780, and then we're gonna fall. All right, so they invested to this level. So as a trader, if you have your eyes on this, you are gonna miss it. But when you have your next level, that is why I always tell traders, don't just have one single place as your place of entry, have multiple places of entry. It's very important. After making your analysis, have multiple places of entry, so that if you don't catch the entry here, you should have another place you want to catch the entry. Okay, because the market moves based on money drops. So money was dropped here in the past, and this was where the whole confusion started. This was where the whole thing started. This was where the bulls began to invest as millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. They were investing. This was where it all began. So this is indeed a potential place to look for your next entry if you couldn't find a retest around here. So imagine after this breakout and continuous spiking, and you decided to place your trade, even if you decided to place your trade here. All right, even if you decided to place your trade here, and then the price spiked a little bit more and began to go back up, at least by the time it spiked here, you should have locked your profit just a little. Now this locking of profit here, you just know that it's really not anything, but the reason why you're doing it is you want to just keep your account secure. So if price indeed goes in your favor, good, you have joined the trend. But if it ended up coming back up and cut you out of the market, no problem, it's a break even. All right, then you're using the opportunity to wait for them to come back here, so that you look for another entry. But since they broke out, came back here, and you saw the bulls showing up, you should ask yourself that these are the three questions like I told you guys. All right, these are the three questions. Where is price at the moment? Where is price coming from? Where is it at the moment, and where is it heading to? Those are the three questions. Always have this as your checklist questions. So you missed your first entry, good. The next thing you ask yourself is, where should be my next entry? Before you can find where should be your next entry, what you want to ask yourself is, where is price coming from? Where is it at the moment? Where is it heading to? So I'm giving you guys this tip as those of you who indeed would miss an entry level. This is a tip on how to find your next entry level. Okay, maybe you finished your analysis, you are super excited, and you're just like, I need to take the trade from here once I see a breakout and a retest, and suddenly you didn't see a breakout, you didn't see a retest. You have to improvise, you have to re-strategize. Don't have just one plan, have plan A, plan B when it comes to this market, because it is not going to have to move in your favor all the time. So sometimes it's going to break beyond what you expected, but you have to check out what's the next move. So we could see that this was where they retested to, and it was indeed a strong zone. It was worth it. This zone was worth it. In fact, I tell you, there are some people who wouldn't even stress their mind thinking of this breakout here. They would indeed be thinking of here. All right. Now, if we get to observe this next place where the bulls pushed up to and fell massively again, let's see what happened. Why did this happen? Look here. This was where they stopped to give the retest that broke here. That was what happened here. Let's see if we can find any reason why that place was a potential entry level. Maybe if we go to the 1 hour time frame, let's see in the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, we can see that place was also a potential area. It was a potential point of interest. Let me see what's happening to this guy. All right. So you can see this was a potential point of interest in the past. So that's why they saw it as an area to indeed fall from again. So you just need to understand that anywhere market moves from, there's something making it move. There's something they are seeing, or there's something they're looking for. Look, you guys have to understand that forex traders, like this higher institutions, all right, they can see something they are targeting for next month and start investing today. Have this understanding. That's why I said you guys need to start learning to think like this smart traders. All right, these are the way they think. They can see a potential way to make money in the next 2 months when they have made the analysis, and they start investing now. So imagine this fall happened here because of the struggles that must have happened here in the past. Look at here. You see all the things that happened here in the past. Maybe there was money here, but you and I, we can know where there was money or where there was no money. All right, but them, they know. But when we analyze the market based on understanding where market is indeed coming from, where it's heading to, you would be able to know your areas where you can place your trades from. All right. So guys, in my analysis for today, crash 300, I'm expecting that indeed, let's go back to the 1 hour. Okay, this is the 1 hour time frame. Crash 300, I'm expecting that they should fall a bit more deeper to this level where this strong bullish move began. All right, I'm expecting that this is where they want to go to, because the bears, they have enough money and they are indeed going. But on the other hand, the bears have dropped massively. If you observe, you will see that the bulls didn't show up so much. It was more of the bears. So actually the bears are actually dropping a whole lot of money. So if they end up not getting to this level, don't be surprised. All right, but I anticipate that they will have to want to get to this level, because if they get to this level, the bulls are going to use as a good time to push back massively to the upside. All right, so if you want to catch spikes in crash 300, what you want to do is to wait for them to break out from this trend line, because this is the trend line. All right, this is a trend, is a long time trend line. This was a first touch, this was a second touch, a massive move. So a third touch ought to act, is usually a move to the upside. But if the bears end up breaking it, this is where they are heading to. Okay, but for now, we cannot place any trades because it's a complicated area. The trend line is a factor for the bulls to push back up. All right, and the bears have dropped a lot of money. It's another factor for the bulls to push back up. All right, and another thing we can see here, this level where market is currently at the moment, there were struggles here in the past. We can see what's happening here in the past. We can see what happened here in the past. All right, so indeed this place is going to be a struggle, but let's see how it's going to go. But for now, I believe you guys have learned quite a lot today on the market and how it moves. Let me know if you have questions, and if indeed you have learned something, use the comment section and let me know, team, I learned indeed something today. I keep saying tonight because it's 2 a.m. where I am right now. Use the comment section, let me know what you've learned tonight. I mean, I'm still saying tonight. Let me know what you've learned this morning, and if you have questions, just drop it on the chat. quickly. I think I'm beginning to see the bearish breakouts. I'm beginning to see a bearish breakout. I can see a bearish breakout. Yeah, the bears are actually doing a strong job. Wow, team, you just broke down this market like a pro. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're learning. So I really appreciate and enjoy your teaching. I want to learn and understand. I want to learn under you. You're already learning, guys. You're already learning. We'll be doing live more. We'll be doing live more often. So you're already learning. All you just want to do is to stay tuned. So we can see the bears are indeed pushing. This is a strong spike. These are those kind of spikes I tell you guys to always check out for. Strong spike. Imagine this spike. Strong one, massive one. That's what they are gradually building here again. Don't place a sell yet, alright? Just let the candlestick close. When the candlestick closes, you observe what did it close in. Did it close on this red? Or did the bulls push up to create the wick of the candle? If the bulls push up and create a long wick of this candle, just know that the bulls are still around. So you've got to be careful. But if they end up breaking, if they end up spiking one more on this same candlestick within this 15 minutes, all right, if they end up, okay, they just spiked again. They just spiked again. So I got values from you. So how can I communicate with you? I am in Abuja, FCT, Nigeria. Actually, I will wait, break and retest for taking advantage. Thanks. Yeah, just wait for, is always my advice, always wait for a retest. So you're gonna have to use wisdom on it. You can chat me up on my Telegram. You can chat me up on Telegram. If you go to the description of this live, you will see my Telegram link there. So you just have to keep observing, guys. You can see the strong bearish move, all right? Is that exactly what I explained to you guys? That the bears are really ready to invest money, because between here where they are right now to here, that's about 376 pips. That's a lot of money. All right, so indeed they could be ready to invest on this to get to that level. All right, they could be ready to invest on this to get to that level. It's really worth investing, because if they get here, the bulls are gonna push massively. They're gonna push massively. So everyone, put your eyes on crash 300, right? Remember what I told you. If you want to take trades on it, you just have to wait for this candlestick to close, and let's see what it closes on. All right, check out what it closed on, and then if you see the bulls push back up here, look for your potentials here. look for your potential entries here. You place a sell here, have a little stop loss, 33 pips, or maybe you just want to invest 30 pips on it, but your return should be very high. Your expectation should be very high. 338 pips in return. The bears are still pushing massively down. They're still pushing massively down. So now let me give you guys the tip. Let's go with the tip here. Now that the bears are pushing massively down, like they don't want to go for a retest here, the next thing you want to ask yourself is, where is market coming from? Where is it at the moment? And where is it going to? Remember what I told you guys, yeah? So if these guys decide, no, we're not going to take a retest here, we might likely want to take a retest somewhere around here. Now you want to know where is the next potential retest. All right, so let's head to, let's maybe 30-minute time frame if we can see something there. Where is the next potential retest zone? This is the next potential retest zone. This is what we can see here. We can see this here. We can also see this here. But for now, we're going to try this one out. And the reason why we're going to try that out is because we can see the bulls made massive move here. So they invested a lot of money here. So there's money here. All right. So that's why here is a good potential place to take your next entry if they break out of it. All right. So if these guys end up not giving you a retest back to this, just give me a minute, just give me a second. Okay, so if they don't end up giving you the retest you're looking for here, just allow them to break out from here and give you that retest so you can sell from here. All right, just allow them. All right, allow them. But the whole thing is, this is what we're anticipating. We're indeed anticipating a strong fall. We're indeed anticipating a strong fall to the downside. We're anticipating a strong fall to the downside. And I told you guys already why I anticipate that strong fall, because there's money on this level. That's where these guys are heading to. All right, that's where they're heading to. So I mean, joining your academy. Just chat me up though. Chat me up on Telegram first of all. For now, I'm actually not running the academy because of my time and schedule. I haven't had so much time lately. All right, so that's why I'll be doing more of live for you guys. All right, we'll be doing more of live for you guys. When the academy begins, everyone indeed is going to be updated. But for now, take advantage of the live. There's actually no academy for now, and there's actually no VIP signals, because I had a lot of people who were asking me for VIP signals. There's actually no VIP signals for now. The reason why is because I can't give you guys an accurate time when I'll be online to drop signals, and if I'm not gonna be able to commit myself to giving you signals based on the fact that you subscribe for monthly signals, then it really doesn't make sense. All right, it doesn't make sense that I take money from you and I'm not able to give you signals accurately, because my time schedule is very tight. All right, it's very tight. I have quite a lot of things and projects that I'm working on, so I wouldn't be having time for signals for the main time until when all the things I'm really doing is finally settled. Then we'll be focused back on this But for the meantime, you always take advantage of the lives. Okay, take advantage of the live. The training tonight, I'm gonna have to post it for you guys so you can always rewatch it and learn, grab the knowledge of every single thing that I taught you guys tonight. Okay. So that'll be all for tonight, guys. In case if you have questions, always drop your questions on the chat, or you can keep your questions till we meet live again. I always give you guys updates about 10 to 20 minutes before we go live in my Telegram channel. So you want to join my Telegram channel. That's where I give you guys the updates. All right, Bullish Bear FX Academy. Or you can go to the description of this video right now. You're gonna see the link to my Telegram channel. Just join and be part of it, so you always get updated when I'm about to go live. All right. So if that be the case for now tonight, traders, make sure you stay safe, trade wisely. Trade what? Wisely. All right. Wait for your retest opportunities before you place your trades. For the meantime, traders, stay safe and keep winning.